Hey, for anybody getting ready to take an international flight, I'm sure you know by now that you're going to have to take a COVID test and show negative results before returning to the US. This video is going to go over the COVID home test by Abbott that is monitored by a representative. So you take it over the computer and they just watch you take it. And the reason they watch you do it is to verify that it's you and all of those fun details. So during the video, I will go over what you need to do, what you need to get, and you will also see the test in action. I was in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and just had my wife film me before coming back. So hopefully that will help as far as you knowing what to do. If you're nervous about taking it, it's really simple, it's easy. They tell you to allow 30 minutes. I think it takes probably about 30 minutes in the sense of you have to wait 15 minutes after taking the test for another rep to come back and verify that you are negative and upload it to what's called a Navica app. That is an app created by Abbott. Anyway, I'm going to go over all of that. You'll see all of that. If you really want to see how to take it ahead of time, also, you can get a regular COVID test, a home test at the pharmacy or wherever you might get it. And it's really the same process other than having a rep watch you. So if you're super nervous about doing it, then that'll give you a little guidance, but the video will show you pretty much, it's really step by step what it is. So it's not exciting, but at least you can see it. And if you have kids or anything, I'm going to give you information on how to do it for them as well, because returning to the US, anybody, I believe it's over 2 years old, will have to also take the test. And you don't do it together either. You're going to have to log off, log back on. You got to put your kids on the app. So if your kids are involved, you definitely want to watch this. I do recommend it because even though it might be a little pricey, I paid $150 for 6 of these tests. Just looking online, you do it yourself. Maybe it's changed, but at the airports, it was about $250 per test per person. So you're really saving money. It's also more convenient and you don't have to worry about a lot of other things. So anyway, let's get to it. If you do like this, please subscribe or make a comment, do something to show me that you like watching this stuff. Anyway, let's get to it. Please hold while we connect the certified guide. You're up next. Thanks for your patience. Your certified guide, Gerline, is connecting.
Thank you for choosing email. Can you hear me? Hi, my name is Gerline Kaur. I'm the certified guide. Together, we will prepare and activate your test kit. To ensure that your test is supported, we will need to verify its expiration date. Please hold your test box with the white label on the back of the box to your device camera. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. May I please have the name and date of birth of the person being tested?
Yes, my name.
May I please see an ID? Please hold your ID close to your device camera so I can view it well. Okay, perfect. Can you confirm you are the owner of the account used to log in?
Yes.
Okay, if our connection drops, click on the message that says click here to reconnect, okay?
Okay.
Please tilt your camera so I can see your test box on a flat surface. Okay, instructions for this test will be on the screen. Open your test box. There should be a sealed test card, a sealed swab, and a bottle of liquid.
Okay.
Okay, now take the test card out of its package. Put your test card in front of your device camera to scan the QR code.
Okay. And you
Yes,
say.
please hold your test card in front of your device camera to scan the QR code. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Billy. Now open the test card and lay it completely flat like an open book. Ensuring the two holes are on the right inside of the card. Do not touch the inside of the test card. Yes, please keep it flat on the table. Okay, now remove the cap and hold the bottle vertically half an inch over the top hole.
I'm sorry, remove what?
Remove the cap of the bottle, the liquid bottle.
Oh, the liquid bottle.
Yes. Now slowly add 6 drops into the top hole of the card. Please let me know when you're finished. The top hole would be the smaller hole.
That's what
okay?
I was going to verify. Okay, 6?
6 drops, yes.
Okay.
Please count the drops for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, perfect. Take the swab out without touching the foam tip.
Okay, so do I need to put the camera up where you can see me?
Yes, please keep the camera facing towards yourself. And insert the swab at least half an inch into your left nostril and rotate 5 times against the side of your nostril. Okay, next do the same for the right nostril. Okay, now keep the card on the table. Please adjust the camera. And thread the swab through the bottom hole until visible in the top hole.
You say insert it through until it comes in the top hole?
That's correct. Please insert the swab into the bottom hole. Push it through until it is visible in the smaller hole.
Okay.
Perfect. Twirl the swab shaft 3 times to the right and leave it in the card.
Turn it 3 times right?
That's correct.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Peel off the adhesive liner from the right edge of the test card. Close the left side of the card and keep the card face up on the table. In a moment, we will activate your timer. The test card must stay flat and stationary. Do not touch the test card during this time. A certified guide will be with you in 15 minutes to assist you in interpreting your results. I'll play an informational video while you wait. Billy, you are free to move away from the screen, but make sure you are back before the 15 minutes are up, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. I've also shared a customer support link in the chat panel. Please refer to the link if you need assistance or if you have queries, okay?
Okay, but I need the camera to keep facing on the card, correct?
It is not necessary. You can move it according to yourself. You're welcome. Goodbye and thank you for choosing email. I am about to start the timer.
Okay. I just wait now? Well, I think she's already left. Okay. Okay, so I'm waiting on my test. They set a timer for 15 minutes and I can do whatever I need to do while I'm there. The test is actually just laying flat on the bed right now because I don't have a table around to take the test. Now what was happening, and don't freak out because I did for a moment and so did my wife, as soon as they start this instructional video, which, you know, it just tells you if you're positive or negative, what happens and all. However, the card is still waiting there. You know, the little swab is waiting to be tested, and it's doing this 15-minute timer. Then somebody's going to come back online. But it started talking, oh, it's likely that you're positive for COVID. I'm like, what? And we both rushed over to the computer. What's going on? No, how did that happen? How did you find that out so quick? But it's all an instructional video. Now, I still may be positive. I don't know. But if I am, that's a whole nother worry, I guess. I guess I'll be here another 14 days minimum. Anyway, so that's kind of what's going on. It was a pretty quick and simple setup. With this situation, here's how you work it. You order the Abbott test, and you have to make sure it's the ones that I just did where you're going to be viewed taking the test. They actually watch you through your either computer screen or phone screen, so they have to be able to see it. You have to have a flat surface to do it on, and you can't just get any home test like at CVS or something. The one that you get has to be, I believe it's called the AG card, and I'll show you a picture of it again. And again, my website has all the information you'll need for this. What you have to do is first you purchase the home test. and I got a quantity of 6. There's 3 in my family, and they said get 2 each. Either way, they don't give you a lot of options on how you buy it. I purchased a pack of 6. That was $150, which may sound expensive, but if you check about taking it at the airport, it might be $250 for one person. So just keep that in mind before you think, oh, that's too much. That's why I ordered the home test, because I can do it here as long as you have, where I'm staying at. Now, you need a broadband connection to do it. Before you start the test, you also need your passport or some kind of ID. That's pretty much what you need there. And one thing that I did is I booked my flight and I signed up on the Navica app with my name Bill, and on my passport it says Billy, and they're making an issue of that a little bit, even at the airlines. I've never had that happen before, so you have to be a little more specific. So just remember that whenever you start, if you haven't booked your flights yet, book it however your name shows on your passport. Now, you also, back to that Navica app, you need to download that while you're in the US before departing to your destination country. You also need to register the Navica app, and just register your name, and it's going to ask you a series of questions. I couldn't figure out why, but now I know why, because when I went online to do this test, to start the test, it's already got all my information and it just verifies it. So that's why you're doing that. You're not bringing it over for somebody else or whatever their concern is. You can only take this home test for returning to the US. To go, to whatever your destination country is, it won't work. You have to go to a CVS or wherever it is. Now, if you want to do a rapid test back home, or I'm saying back home because I'm in Brazil, but I called CVS. The only way you can do a rapid test is through their minute clinics, which, by the way, if you're paying for it, it's cheaper than the PCR tests. For going back to the US, this is December of 2021, they've currently changed the rules where it doesn't matter if you're vaccinated, unvaccinated, or whatever your status is, you have to do the test no earlier than 24 hours prior to your departure. So just keep that in mind. Again, the home test is pretty convenient, so I would do that. It actually went pretty smoothly. You're gonna have to move your screen up and down so they can see it. So just ask questions again, don't worry about it, because sometimes I had a little difficulty hearing the representative and understanding a little bit. I'm sure it's my connection, but it still worked. It shows that I've got about 8 minutes left before another rep comes on to verify this. Okay, so while I'm waiting, I got about a minute left. I just happened to think about it. I'm like, how are they gonna tell if I'm positive or negative? And here we are. On the card itself, one line up top shows you're negative, 2 is positive. Looks like I'm negative. Of course, I have to wait for the official result. Let's see. Immediately. I'm ready. Okay. You're a high priority. You're up next. Good. Ron Franklin. He's connecting. So this is going to go quickly.
Hello, and thank you for choosing email. Can you hear me?
I can. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good, thank you.
May I know your name, please?
Bill.
Bill, thank you for patiently waiting. My name is Ron Franklin, and I will be your certified guide. Together, we will interpret and record your results. Now, hold your test card in front of the camera. Just scan the QR code, and so I can see the results.
Okay, so just pick it up and show you?
Yes.
Okay.
You can hold it up now. Hold still. Can you tilt the card up?
Up.
Hold still. Move it closer. Hold still. Alright, I got it. Okay, so Bill, now there are 3 possible outcomes of the test. It can be positive, negative, and invalid. Please look at the result window on the front of the card and look carefully for pink lines. The line in the sample window can be very faint. Do you see 2 pink horizontal lines?
I see, yes. I see one.
You see what?
I see one,
okay.
yeah.
Just to clarify that, do you see only a single pink horizontal line next to the word control at the top of the results window?
Yes.
I want you to know that you have tested negative for COVID-19. If you experience COVID-related symptoms, you may require additional testing to confirm that you do not have COVID-19. And if you have questions, you can contact your healthcare provider or local health department.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to record and submit your negative results. You may now dispose of the card, dropper, bottle, and swab in your trash because the test is now complete.
Can I?
Information about the test will be sent to your email, while your test results and a digital pass will be sent to your Navica app. I'm going to submit your negative results now. And in case you didn't receive your test results within 15 minutes, you could go to this link that I will provide in the chat panel.
What do I do when I get to the airport tonight? I open up my Navica app and then I show them the results.
Yes, if they require you to open your Navica app and see the test results, you can show them. You can show it to them.
I have a question while we're
Yeah.
waiting.
Okay, so what's your question?
My wife and son, they're going to be traveling separately in another few days. So if I understand right, my son, even though he's 9, he also has to take a test to go back to the U.S.
Yes, he have. Okay.
Sorry, I forgot. Sorry. Now, the thing is, my wife had downloaded the app just like I did. However, I don't know, I mean, is she able to get him his test at the same time? Because we got all 6 tests there, but we didn't think about that at the time. She got an app and I got an app, but you know, he doesn't have a phone for an app, so can she test him and her together? I mean, separately, but you know, at the same thing, or how does that work?
Yes, it must be separate, and also, your son must be under the managed account or under the profile. It's either of you and your wife, so you have to put your son on the managed account under the profile. Okay, so because he is minor, he has to be under the managed account. Okay.
Okay. Do we need to?
And then
Now, do we need to add his name like now so we can?
yes, you're going to add his name. Yes.
Okay, because she's got hers. I just knew we had to. I knew we had to register before leaving, so I thought, oh my gosh, I hope that's not a problem. But we didn't think about it for him because he didn't have the test coming over here.
Yes, he's going to have a test, but he must be under the managed account. And then regarding with the test of your son and your wife, they must have a separate session, and then the son must be under the managed account. It's either on you or on your wife. Okay.
So basically, and you know, thank you for bearing with me. So basically, we'll just go onto my wife's app and add him on there.
Yes, on the managed account.
Okay, and
yes, on her account, she can add her son, and then if you need a better steps on how to add your son, here is the steps. You can take the steps here, or take a picture or screenshot.
Let me take a screenshot.
So that you can add your son. And then, after adding it successfully, you must log out at Navica app and email.com and wait at least 15 minutes before you log back in again using the account so that your son can have a session, okay? So it will appear on our system that he is under the managed account.
All right, so they'll have to log out, re-log back in. I guess after one of them's tested, hopefully negative. After my wife tests negative, then he'll have to go on. Okay.
I hope so, yeah. Okay, so Bill, goodbye and thank you for choosing EMED. I have to end the session now.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you for choosing EMED. Bye.
Bye.